I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the outros in the last two videos. It's the same day. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So track is over with. H22 is back, still running, still driving. Just unfortunately we blew the turbo, but that's what happens when you pay $200 for a turbo that's worth like $1,500 used, and I just never really covered up the turbo when I had it stored. So maybe some debris and some crap got in there and messed up the bearings or something, but the turbo is definitely done. But I'm not even mad. I had a blast. I had a great time despite some of the issues I've had the last several days up to track day, and then the issues I've had at track day. But I want to give a huge shout out to Jeremy from Red Zone, because he smashed from where he was sleeping all the way to the track, hooked his laptop up, and got my car dialed in for me to go down the track 3 times. 3 times. The times kept getting better and better until the turbo went on me, but I had fun. That's all that mattered. So now the track is done. The CRX is going to be put away for the season because the funds aren't there to really fix it as of right now, even though the car still runs and drives. But my main focus has been shifted to 3 cars this month. The first car is being this car right here. I picked this up last week when I went to the dyno, and this is actually a flip car, but this was the original first wagon that I was supposed to pick up like a month ago, that I kind of slept on, and then my friend ended up buying it and taking it for all the all-wheel drive stuff. So technically this car is front-wheel drive, but we'll speak more about it once I get it on the driveway. Now the second car is the Wagon. I have Shukai 2018 car show in Japantown this weekend, October 7th, and I have to get this car buttoned up because if you guys remember in the last preparation video for this car, I took the cables out, modified it to fit this car, and I don't have to shift cables. And also, I had just learned this today. Sean from KTUNED hit me up and said that the race cables that came with my package is actually meant for the H22 transmission and brackets, and it will not work on the K20. So that's unfortunate. So this car is going to be on the burner, and I hope to get new cables because Sean took care of it. I'm hoping to get cables in time for me to install into this car with the box, with the plate, and everything else for this car that I bought for this weekend, so I can make it to the show. And then once this is squared up, then it's gonna be back here in the covers and kind of sleeping again. And then we're gonna be buttoning up that wagon, and then once that car is done. And the third car that we got to start working on is that car. Now I haven't really talked much about it because again, I want to stay on schedule. I want to stay doing stuff in order as planned, and once that is done and this is put away, that car makes its way here. And I haven't really shown you guys either, but this is the heart right here. This is the heart to my red CRX. I'm not going to get deep into that either, so we'll get to that when we get to it. But the GoPro's on 1%. I'm going to put it on charge. I'm going to do some musical chairs with the car, and we'll talk about what we're going to be doing today. So I spent like 3 hours cleaning the garage, and yeah, it's looking a little bit better. The walkway is looking a lot more clearer, and I'm still moving a lot of things around. I have all the slicks lined up right there. So fast forwarding 3 hours here, I actually spent more time cleaning the garage out. I had 2 dollies here that was stacked with tires and rims and stuff I wasn't using, so I put that in the back corner right there. And then I removed the dolly, so I have that out of the way. Otherwise I'm gonna start stacking more shit on it. So I have the slicks and the skinnies removed off the CRX, and they're deflated to about 5 to 7 psi, not fully inflated, not fully flat. And I kind of cleared the walkway a little bit here. I still have to kind of clean up this area over here so I can have a little walk space, and I got to figure out where I'm going to put that B20 motor. So I have this CSS block right here that I bought a long time ago that cracked on me, and probably going to remove that and put the GSR over there on here so I can get that off the floor. The B20 is going to be going in the CRX, so I'd rather have this sit on the dolly and move around easier, and it's going to be off the floor very soon. So I got to figure out where I'm going to pull all of this crap, because I want that off the floor now, since I did recycle all the batteries that used to sit there. Everything else that I'm not using or probably not going to be touching for a while has been kind of stored in the backyard. Just a few more things here in the garage, and then we can get started here on the wagon. So I have the CRX parked over there. It's done for the year. I don't have... Chill out, B. Gosh. Relax. So the CRX is sitting here probably towards the end of the year before I can figure out something with a turbo and get this car back on the dyno and get it ready for January winter warm-up. So completely disabled. I took everything out of it. I'm probably gonna go buy a car cover so I can cover it up. And then we have the wagon here moved up on the driveway because I don't know if I told you guys about this car. I think you guys only seen this one time, a quick snippet in another video, but this car is like the black CRX. It is a buy flip car. Hey, chill, bro. What is your problem? I don't speak your language. My meow is mad, bro. I don't know where he at. Bro, come on. Sorry guys, meow, he's like, feels betrayed. She won't leave, so. So anyways, this car, I bought it as a flip car. I bought it for 600 bucks, but I went half on the friend. So he wants the real-time four-wheel drive trailing arm, and I wanted the car, so I paid 600 bucks. As soon as I pull the trailing arm off today, I'm gonna sell that to him for $300 because that's, he hit me up. He was like, if you want to go half, so half. He's paying $300 for the trailing arm. I paid $300 for the car, and I'm gonna have this car up on jack stands until I go to the junkyard, hopefully tomorrow, to pick up some front-wheel drive wagon trailing arms so we can throw it back on the car, bleed it out, and not have to use another axle to hold the hub and stuff all together like the front knuckles. So the plan with this car is once I get it converted front-wheel drive fully, other than the transmission still being in the car, I'm going to start doing the polishing job on the car. I'm not going to do stage like 3 and 4. I'm just going to do a revive, bring the paint back out, and get it looking all spiffy on the outside. Maybe paint all the trims nice and black again. I am definitely going to clean the interior out. It is super clean. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's super clean. The only tear is right there in the back corner. This is the 88 soft fabric. If you guys know, the 88 has a softer, thinner material, where the 89, 90, 91 has a more thicker fabric. So this tears really easily. Probably going to tell the buyer or whoever to put seat covers on it so that way these seats can stay mint. And then I'm going to clean carpet, vacuum everything, you know, wipe everything down, get the interior looking spiffy as well. And the only damage on this car is the hood. Now, fortunate for me, because I'm a hoarder, I have a silver hood in the backyard. Now this car is like a different color blue. I've never seen it here in America, but it is a blue color. It's not superior like my brother's car, but I think the gray hood I have in the backyard would blend in perfectly fine with this color. But other than that, I'm gonna try to put a cat on it as well. I have one in the backyard. Try to get this car to pass smog, and then you know, get it ready to be sold. So a lot to come this week, guys. Buy a flip car. You guys know me. I'm going to clean the crap out of it, make it look tip top before I get it sold, and then we're going to continue with that car. So with that being said, I'm going to clean the garage a little bit more, then I'm going to put you guys on the laps removing these trailing arms, and then that'll be it for today. All right, so here are the trailing arms removed off the car. Now I had to cut the time lapse on the driver's side because the bolts were kind of seized up, so I had to use some WD-40, some torch, and broke the bolts loose. But both of these are out. Both cables are out. I'm keeping the toe, the camera arm, the lower control arm, everything else still in the wheel well because I'm going to need that with the other trailing arm. And when they convert this to fit whatever chassis, they're going to be using adjustable links anyways to get their alignment straight, so they don't need it. Now the cable inside the car, pretty simple. Take off the center console. This one has 2 screws in the front, 2 Phillips screws right here in the middle, and you slide it backward or forward, pop the cover off, and then there's a little bracket right there with 2 12 mils, which sits right here. You take those 2 off and then kick it one way, pull the cable over, pull it out, flip it the other way, do the same thing. It's like the throttle body. Underneath the car there are 3 10mm for this little rubber grommet bracket. The bracket's, it's right down there. It holds the bracket up, and then once you take off those 3 bolts, you can pull the cables out from underneath and remove your trailing arms right there. Now for the brake lines, I took it off and quickly capped it with a vacuum line and a screw on the end of it so it's not leaking all over the floor. And this is ready to go. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video right now. Not much done today, just a quick brief and kind of show you guys the new car. So hopefully when I go to the junkyard tomorrow, the furthest one away from me, the wagon's still there, the trailing arms are still there. I'm gonna try to snag it, come back here and put it in the car and try to bleed all the brakes so we can get the car back on all 4s, and then we can start the process of cleaning the whole car up. So with that being said, I hope you guys are looking forward to some more how to clean up a car for a quick flip. So stick around, hit the subscribe button. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.